sitting back like the seats of an 86 Delta 88 coupe on D's and Vogues, baby. That's what I'm talking about. Yeah.
Going live in a minute, Blizzard King. This is Winter Dinner Spurling Podcast. You are rocking with the realest black men represented. Ain't no lies, cause we winning. Catching flies, ain't no feelings. Uncle D, we the villain, baby. We just left the village, baby. Now we in them villas, baby. Dinner Spurling Podcast, tuning in, we get it, baby. You can hate the player, hate the game. We love all you haters. Hate watch, hate watch. Calling lovely ladies, hands on your knees. You can thank us later. We snatching the crowns off of queens. We obliterate them. Tell the truth, train the devil. They trying to eliminate us. You begging the sipping haters. Peeling layers off potatoes. Whoa. Southern Cadillac music like Outkast. Ain't jumping without bass. Tennis Spurling Podcast. Whoa. Southern Cadillac music like Outkast. Ain't jumping without bass. Tennis Spurling Podcast. Whoa.
We have to clean up what's going on in our house before we do anything else. Hey, welcome back, everybody. This is the Blizzard King with the cold, hard truth. Have you ever noticed what happens when you stop living for others' approval and start living for yourself? Almost immediately, the labels start flying. He's selfish, he's arrogant, ungrateful. You're the bad guy. It's a tactic, a way for others to guilt you back into conformity. But here's the truth. Being labeled a bad guy can be the most liberating thing that has ever happened to you. Today, we're going to explore 8 lessons from a book entitled The Courage to Be Disliked, okay, and why embracing your role as a so-called bad guy can lead to a life of freedom, I would say authenticity, and profound happiness, which is the key, okay? Now, this is the book that I'm referring to, and 8 of the lessons, we'll start with the first one. It's freedom through self-acceptance, okay? And when you embrace who you are, your flaws, your strengths, and everything, you shatter the illusion that others' opinions define you. Yes, people may call you the bad guy for not conforming to their expectation, but this isn't a failure, it's your freedom. And when you stop seeking approval, validation from others, you then gain control over your own narrative. The truth is, the fear of rejection keeps most people trapped. Let them call you selfish or ungrateful. You don't need their approval to love yourself. Okay? So the second thing is live in the present. Many people will try to anchor you to your past mistakes or scare you with the consequences of not doing things their way. And even if it's not mistakes, they'll try to anchor you to your past, to who you are, where you came from, ... etc. They'll basically guilt and fear you to try to keep you in line. But you owe no one your past, okay? You owe no one your past, and you certainly don't owe anyone your future. So focus on the here and now. Living in the moment allows you to break free from the grip of others' expectations and see life for what it is. Okay? It's your life to live. The other thing, relationships built on control and conditional love, those are not relationships. They're prisons. People will try to use your connection with them to leverage as leverage to dictate how you live. But once you decide to live authentically, okay, you'll realize that real relationships are built on mutual respect, not manipulation. Let them call you the bad guy. Let them call you the bad guy for prioritizing your well-being. The people who truly care, they'll adjust. The rest, they'll show you who they are. They'll show you their true colors. The other thing is, one of the most freezing realizations is this: other people's problems are not your problems. When you start to focus on your own responsibilities and let go of trying to fix or please other people, you need to expect a backlash. They'll label you heartless. They'll call you uncooperative. Embrace that. Embrace it. This bad guy role is just their discomfort with your boundaries. And by separating your task from theirs, you're not being selfish, you're being free. Okay? Being labeled the bad guy often happens when you stop contributing to others in ways they expect. But here's the secret: you can contribute to your community in ways that align with your values, not theirs. Okay? That's your prerogative. And when you choose how to give back, you find purpose and fulfillment without being drained by demands of those who really just want to exploit your kindness. And look, when you stop living for others' approvals, you step into a new kind of freedom, one where you're no longer shackled by fear or being disliked. But with that freedom comes a price. The label of bad guy, that's the price. And here's the shift you need to make. Embrace it. Everybody wants to be liked. Just embrace being the bad guy. Everybody wants to be the good guy in the story. Embrace being the bad guy. Own it. Being disliked by by some people, it's just inevitable. It's inevitable. Okay? And trying to avoid it only keeps you small. Try. True courage is living your real life, being authentic, even if it means being misunderstood. Look, the world loves to paint the nonconformist as the villain. But remember this, okay? Villains are just heroes who stop playing by people's rules. Rewrite the story you tell yourself. You're not the bad guy because you've chosen to live your true life, because you've decided to be authentic. You're the protagonist of your own life. Instead of fearing their judgment, focus on the freedom and the power you gain from living life on your own terms. Look, that bad guy label, it stems from others projecting their insecurities on you. And when you refuse to conform, it highlights their own lack of courage. They'll try to tear you down to feel superior. But the real battle is internal. Stop comparing yourself to their expectations and focus on your unique strengths. Recognizing your own worth will shield you from their attempts to belittle you. Here's the paradox. The more you embrace being the bad guy, the freer you become. No longer seeking approval means you make decisions based on what truly matters to you. The benefits are profound. Number one, freedom. You no longer live under the tyranny of others' opinions. Number two, authenticity. You show up as your true self and you're unapologetic about it. Number three, clarity. You spend your energy, you spend your time on what fulfills you, not on appeasing others. Number four, respect. Even if they call you the bad guy, deep down, they'll respect your courage to live your true life and who you really are, to live authentic. Okay? It's time to embrace your inner villain. Okay? Stop fearing the labels others try to place on you and step into the power of being unapologetically yourself. Being labeled the bad guy is not a curse, it's a gift. It means you've chosen freedom over conformity. You've chosen authenticity over approval, and you've chosen courage over fear. The bad guy The bad guy, they see as simply someone who has chosen to be his authentic self over conformity, courage over fear, freedom over approval. Remember that. Let them call you what they will. You're not living for their validation. You're living for your truth. The courage to be disliked is the ultimate act of rebellion against the world that demands your submission. And when you embrace your inner villain, you reclaim your life, your choices, and your happiness. And in doing so, you become truly free. So embrace the freedom of being the bad guy. Wear it like armor. Because when you no longer seek others' approval, you gain something far more valuable in your own life. That's your life. Okay? So I want you guys to take the first step. Challenge the narrative. Challenge the narrative others have placed on you. Embrace the bad guy label if it means living your truth. And if you're ready to dive deeper, I check out the book, Courage to Be Disliked. The freedom you seek is waiting for you. Go claim it. This is the Blizzard King with the cold.
Dennis Burley Podcast. Hit the like button, subscribe.
Mm-hmm.